My dear aspirants, I hope you are doing all right. As we were completing one of the most important topic for NDA examinations in economics, that is 5-year plan, one of the aspects which was remaining in regards to planning in our country was Niti Aayog. So as we know that since change in government in 2014, they had an alternate perspective for our country in regards to planning. So they came up with Niti Aayog. So friends, let's study Niti Aayog. There have been few questions in previous examination and let's study it and ensure that if there is another question from Niti Aayog, we are able to do it. So let's start. So what is Niti Aayog first of all? Like Planning Commission, it is also a body which plays a vital role in planning in our country. See, like Niti Aayog, it also plans economy for our country, but the planning is different in a way that Niti Aayog has top to bottom approach, sorry, bottom to top approach, while Planning Commission had top to bottom approach. That means Planning Commission was a very empowered body which used to direct other governments to to act accordingly as suggested by Planning Commission. But this Niti Aayog is little different in the sense that it plays a very important role as a think tank. It comes up with policies and reforms that are very much optional to the governments to follow or not. But it does play a very vital role because let's say there are subjects wherein subject experts are not available with certain states. Let's say there is a northeastern state, they don't have very capable subject matter experts on AI, artificial intelligence. So what they can do is they can approach Niti Aayog, and Niti Aayog can come up with some policy which would be curated according to that state's requirement, and this policy would be implemented by that state. So let's further get into details. This is an overview. Again, Niti Aayog is also a planning body, but it is different from Planning Commission in some fundamental ways. Let's understand those. Let's get into details first. What does Niti Aayog mean? So Niti Aayog is an abbreviation for National Institute for Transforming India. So basically the idea is Niti Aayog would transform our country, right? So let's study in detail. It was founded by Union Cabinet's decision on January 1st, 2015. So we know that in 2014 the current government came into power for the first time, and with coming in power on 1st January 2015, they decided to come up with union governments. They came up with Niti Aayog. What did they do is they passed a Union Cabinet passed a decision through which this body came into existence. Furthermore, it was formulated as a union government's top policy making think tank. So what is a think tank? Think tank is a body wherein a lot of intelligentsia, subject matter experts sit together and formulate viewpoints, perspective, policies, release papers that basically help Government of India in this case. So let's move ahead. It is a non-statutory body, extra constitutional advisory body. So let's break it down. What is non-statutory body? Whenever any law is passed in our parliament, a statute is passed, a law is passed, a body comes into power, that is called a statutory body. But let's say there is no law. In this case, we observe that Union Cabinet decided there should be a body and this body was made. Hence, there was no law passed in the parliament. Hence, it is a non-statutory body. Non-constitutional, extra-constitutional body. We see that there is no mention of Niti Aayog in our constitution. Hence, extra-constitutional body. Advisory council. Why? See, as I told, this is purely a think tank which acts as an advisory body. Whatever the suggestions it would give, it is not mandatory upon any government to accept it. Yes, it is up to them. If they feel that it is useful for them, they can take it. If they don't feel like that, it is completely up to them to follow or not. Let's move further. The government aims to act as an enabler by establishing Niti Aayog and giving it a responsibility of providing forum for cooperative federalism. See, government want this body to act as an enabler for cooperative federalism. Federalism is when center and state cooperate together and they work to achieve certain goals, right? Wherein we see that states are powerful and center is also powerful, but they cooperate amongst each other. So in order to have this cooperative federalism, they suggested this body as an enabler of cooperative federalism. Okay, aim of the Niti aims and objective. Let's discuss aims and objective of Niti Aayog. As I said, it's an advisory body providing directional and strategic suggestions to union government on the request for the state government. See, directional and strategic suggestions, right? So as it is a think tank, it would come up with ideas, analysis, and this analysis can be used by government to make future planning. For example, we see that blockchain technology is getting very powerful these days and it is becoming very useful. So think tank may come up with a perspective or vision wherein government can utilize blockchain technology for itself. Did government ask for it? No. Why did Niti Aayog did it? Because it thinks that blockchain technology is very important and a research, a use of blockchain technology can help the government. So it did it on its own. Now it is up to government to use this vision plan, to use this policy which Niti Aayog came up with it and give a direction, a strategy to the government. But what about the state governments? Same, they can also get the same thing from the Niti Aayog. But the only thing is that if they ask for it, right? That's how Niti Aayog works. To use bottom-up developmental approach instead of top-down developmental approach, it would devise processes for developing credible plans at the village level, which would be aggregated at higher level of the government. See, this is a distinguishing point between Planning Commission and Niti Aayog. Planning Commission was a top body which used to plan and give suggestion to all the lower bodies, while Niti Aayog suggests that it would have a bottom to top approach wherein it would undertake suggestions and observations from the state level, and those observations and suggestions would compiled at the top and used for the development of the country. So let's move ahead further. See, to promote cooperative federalism, we have discussed this, forming a shared vision of national development priorities, obviously, strong state and strong nation. So basically cooperative federalism ensuring that states are also powerful and in turn the nation gets powerful, right? We have seen how Niti Aayog can also assist state when they ask for any suggestion or any policy framework or any basically research and analysis on certain subjects, they can do it. Encourage inter-ministry, interstate, center-state coordination to put an end to policy and law tardy implementation. So let's say what we are looking for, that Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Kerala are supposed to cooperate in the sense of Kaveri water dispute or Kaveri water management. So if there is some confusion or there is lack of cooperation, Niti Aayog can provide a platform wherein this all three states can sit together, communicate and formulate a policy. So it would act as an inter-ministry. Same, it can happen for inter-ministry as well. Let's say railway is planning to do something, okay, and also road transport ministry is also trying to do something which is integrating at certain points. So Niti Aayog can provide an inter-ministry based platform which would help them to cooperate. So Niti Aayog helps in cooperation of ministries, cooperation of states, right? Cooperation of center state. That's how it works. So this is one of the important point. Prime Minister of India serves as chairperson of Niti Aayog. This is very important. The chairperson of Niti Aayog is Prime Minister of India. The governing council is made up of chief ministers of all the states as well as lieutenant governor of the union territory. So there is a body which is made up of chief ministers along with the lieutenant governors of the union territories, and the chairperson is the prime minister, right? This body is called governing body. Regional councils will be established to address the specific concern. As I gave an example of Kaveri water dispute, so regional dispute resolving councils can be made to resolve this subject or for a certain amount of time just to resolve that particular issue, and they would be called by prime minister and will include the regional chief minister, lieutenant governor, and obviously when there is a regional dispute, the involvement would be of chief minister and lieutenant governors of the specific region, and they would be again chaired by prime minister or his representative in other case. So what is important for now in regards to Niti Aayog? As a special initiative, Prime Minister nominates experts, professionals, and practitioners with appropriate domain knowledge. So, whenever there is a specific dispute, let's say Kaveri water dispute, we have been discussing since this class is started. So, Prime Minister would nominate somebody who is expert on water management, river dispute resolving, right? So, based on the requirement, he'll nominate. So one more important body which is related to Niti Aayog is Niti Aayog Hubs. The Team India Hub serves as a link between states and central government. The Knowledge and Innovative Hub helps Niti Aayog to develop think tank capabilities. So Niti Aayog has two hubs or two central bodies, that is Team India Hub, another is Knowledge and Innovation Hub. So Team India Hub helps states and center to cooperate, states and state union territories to cooperate, while Knowledge Hub provides an important platform for as a think tank. So whatever research and development is required, that can be done by Knowledge and Innovation Hub. Initiative other taken by Niti Aayog, they came up with a 15-year roadmap plan, okay, 7-year vision and strategy action plan. So as I said, planning in India earlier used to happen for 5 years each. Now Niti Aayog and the current government thinks that 5 years is not the appropriate time period. It is required that we plan for a longer period and then break it down into smaller period. So hence 15 years of roadmap and 7 year of vision, strategy and action plan. Digital India and Atal Innovation Mission are also one of the initiatives or what do you say outcomes of Niti Aayog effort. So my dear aspirants, here we end up with the planning in India. We have studied the history of planning in India and also we have studied how currently planning is happening in our country. So here I conclude the chapter. I want you to revise the previous planning in India and also the Niti Aayog. We can surely expect some questions from this part. Thank you.